What's up? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Coach AD in the building. What's going on, guys? I hope y'all doing well. Let me just check some things real quick. Now I know some of y'all might be like, well, "Who is this? What's going on? Why are you talking about this?" I know this is a little random, but I don't know. I'm like, maybe I should start talking about other things that be going on in other communities and what be happening out here. Because I've been watching like speed runs and stuff like that for years. Like I didn't watch so much speed running and seen so many explanations and seen cheaters get caught. So it's been something that I know a lot of people watch and keep up with. And I just wanted to get my whole opinion about this one Twitch streamer whose name is in this thing called Queenpwnzalot. Now, she's basically a Twitch streamer who streamed Hunter Monster Hunter World. Was it 3 or World? She streamed Monster Hunter and she basically beat one of the hardest bosses in the game, supposedly blindfolded. And it was like a whole big thing about trying to figure out if it was really fake or not and what happened. And it's been a little while now since this stuff kind of came out, and now it's already out. Like now the proof is out that she pretty much did cheat the run. At this point, I don't think there's no denying at all that she did. You know, shout out Karl Jobst for putting that good information out there. He's definitely one of the best when it comes to this whole figuring out who's doing what on here type stuff. But yeah, man, oh man. So I just want to give my whole opinion, what I think about this whole speed running thing or blindfolded and what I think about that. So I hope y'all enjoy this one because this one is a little different. But for those who don't know, I am a gamer. I am a real gamer / collector. I've been in the games for a long time. And again, I've always been interested in speed running and stuff like that. It's just always been interesting to me, especially when it comes to histories and stuff like that. But this one definitely caught my attention because I don't really hear too many people talk about Monster Hunter like that. And it was just still crazy to see someone so-called beat a very challenging boss blindfolded, and it was just crazy. Like, oh, this is a big huge dragon, it can do this, it can do that. And this Twitch streamer Queenpwnzalot who did it claimed up and down that it was real and swore up and down that this run was not cheated or fake or anything. So a big ordeal came out where they asked her to show, the blindfold and show what it was like. And in the video, you could see that the light shined through the blindfold. It shined right through it. So that was pretty much letting people know that she could obviously still see. Because it was just interesting just to see her play. And then, it's kind of weird. Like she's trying to like act like she's blindfolded, but she's not really blindfolded. It's like a lot of the movements and stuff she was making was like damn near impossible to be doing unless you could see. And that's why it was such a huge deal. Laura SOS said, never played it. Man, I'm going to be honest. I've never played Monster Hunter either. I own one of them, though. I know I got one of them on the Wii U. I can't remember which one I got. I was always into other type of stuff. It seemed like a cool game. It reminds me of other kind of games. It definitely seems cool. But people have been blindfolded doing speed runs for a while. It's a lot of very popular games out here that people do blindfolded, and they can do very well, and they get a lot of views and a lot of attention for doing it because it's so much of an extreme feat. What's up, Ben Garcia? What's popping, man? Honestly, that is very, very just intriguing and just very interesting to me to see people actually beat a game without looking. Old school games like Mario 64. Shit, there's people out here who even beat games like Elden Ring without seeing, without being blindfolded. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. But this girl, Queenpwnzalot, decided to do it in Monster Hunter. And she decided to do it during a live stream. So a lot of people were confused. And then she had a lot of supporters and stuff backing her up you know, like, oh, she's not cheating, da, 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 when it's just so much weird things that she was doing that was just very weird to make people suspicious of her. Laura SOS said, last thing I really saw was some blind girl playing WoW. For real? Oh wow. You said wow. What game is that? That's I'm trying to think what game that is. What up, Drea? What up? Hey. He's like, oh, that sounds messy. I know. It is a little messy. It is. But it's actually kind of interesting because it can help people learn and realize, like, you can't trust what everybody do on here, you know. And I think that's something we can learn from this. Now I'm gonna go into more details about how you knew she was cheating. And it's sad because she was just recently on Instagram going off basically and blocking people because people was coming at her saying, hey, you cheated, and she still was denying it. She still was denying it, acting like she didn't cheat when the information is out here. Right, World of Warcraft. I don't know why I cannot think of that. Oh wow. Hey, that's another game I never really got into. I had friends that was into it, but I never really got into World of Warcraft. Right, what up? But so after she got accused, right? After she got accused of faking this blindfolded speed run. And also, what also makes this story so crazy, this speed run ended up being shouted out and announced by a very big YouTuber named Asmongold. It's a big YouTuber who actually talked about this video, and at first he said he was real at first, but now he's probably changed what he thought about it. But this video did trick a lot of people because of the way it's set up. And then she got the cameras on and this and this and that. So I can understand how, especially if you never really played the game, I can understand how a lot of people could be like, whoa, how is this possible? How can she beat this like this, but she's not able to see? Drea said, yes, that's true. I'm just checking in with you. Oh, no problem. Good to see you, Drea. Good to see you. Oh, you said, I'm laughing. You said, as man go, LOL. Yes, as man go. You funny. But yeah, Dre, you know, I always appreciate when you come through. So after people got suspicious, right, of her doing this blindfolded speed run, she did it again. Like a week. This is probably about 2 weeks ago or a week or so ago. She did another one. And this one was to so-called prove everyone wrong about her not cheating this speed run or the blindfolded run. So she shows the old wrap that she had for her eyes, you know what I'm saying, that she used to cover her eyes. And then she tried to shine the light through it, but you could clearly see in the blindfold that it was sewn. It was sewn together. I know it was a little hard for people to make out, but if you watch some of the videos from like Karl, Jobst, Absol, you could clearly see like she sewn something to that blindfold, so where it would look as if now all of a sudden you can't see through it when originally you could see through it because it was so thin. You know, people were really asking her like, well, shine the light through it, you know, shine the light through it then so we can know if you can really see or not. Because if the light go through it, then that means you can see, right? So that was weird. Then she pulled out this whole new blindfold. It was a new one. It wasn't really a wrap. It was like kind of one of those normal ones. And then she put it over her eyes. And then she had 2 monitors, right, that we could see. She covered up both the monitors too. Both the monitors she covered up. Then she had she did have her everything motion capture. She had a hand cam. So, and then she ended up doing it again. But it was like after 8 tries. What up, Mysteriously Calm? But it was like after 8 tries, she ended up doing it again and actually beating the dragon, so-called blindfolded again. And here it go again. now this became a big thing because it's like, all right, what the hell? Okay, now she got her monitors covered up. She has a new blindfold. She's on live stream. She has the hand cam. She has her motions, like all her commands and stuff, her inputs is being seen. So a lot of people was like, well, damn, how the hell could she cheat this? How could she cheat this run? Boy, I know I was trying my hardest to figure it out too. And I was listening to a lot of other people and what they were saying. A lot of people were saying some things, you know, some people were saying all types of ideas, like the video could be pre-recorded and stuff like that, you know, and it was kind of interesting to just try to solve this on how if she did or how she faked this run, because it was on live stream and it was on camera. You said, what's this live about? This is about a Twitch streamer who recently got exposed for cheating a blindfolded speedrun of a game. And it was crazy. Like, it was just a big thing trying to figure out if she was really cheating or lying or not. And now the truth is out that she done got exposed. And it's just been wild. I just want to throw my 2 cents on it, on the whole ordeal, because a lot of people have been caught cheating. See, this is why I like this community so much, because it's good to see people trying to expose people doing things that they shouldn't be doing. People should not be out here lying and to their fans and lying to people about what they're doing, you know. And it's sad how people were actually starting to question and asked what was going on, and this streamer was just steady acting like nothing was going on, and she was acting like everything was perfect and fine and good, and she never cheated anything at all. And so the main people who were exposing her basically put a date. They put a date out there. They was like, man, we gonna release this information on February 29th. And it was like a wait. It was a long anticipating wait to just see. But you knew something was up, though, because definitely by her play, like, even if you never played the game, you could just look right at the camera movements and how she was reacting to stuff. And you could tell she was not really blindfolded. But the hard part was trying to figure out how in the world she was doing it, you know, because, you know, people have done all types of tricks and plots and schemes to try to get ahead. You know, this ain't really nothing really but competition. And that's the sad part about competition. You know, you will have people out here who will cheat. You will have people out here who will try any type of way to push a narrative that they are better than what they may be. And it's sad because a lot of people said that she's actually good at the game. And that's kind of sad, you know, but sometimes the ones who do cheat be the ones who are good because they want to get even better and be known as the best, you know. We've seen a lot of cheaters who were good at games and then use the fact that they were good at it to fool people and trick people when the whole time they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. And it's sad because people will be putting some of these runs and some of this stuff on here, on YouTube, on all these websites, on speedrun.com and all of this, and it could literally not even be real. That's why it's good to see people out here really trying to break down the stuff and really just show y'all the evidence and the clues and the things to really pay attention to, because there might be people out here, again, who will tell you anything. The fact that she got caught up the first time and then tried to come back and do it again and then like get exposed again like that. And then, like I said, and now not too long ago, she was ranting on Instagram. She was mad on Instagram, blocking people mad as ever. Because all them people was coming at her, questioning her like, hey, you say this, but what about all of this that we know, you know? Now, how did they find out that she actually did cheat the run and that she really could see? Well, and the way she did it, man, is really not that difficult. I seen some people say this when people were trying to figure out what was going on. I did see some people mention this. Some people was like, what if there is a third screen? And to be honest, That's what it turned out to be. She had a whole nother screen off camera that you couldn't see. It was to the right of her. She had two screens in front of her and then one to the right. And she basically was using, I think, OBS or whatever on the other one to play the game, but had it on one. Like, you could tell by the way she was clicking the start menu and dragging that she was clearly dragging something to another screen and doing stuff. And I say one of the worst parts that got her caught up, honestly, is the fact that she must have did this by mistake too. She accidentally replied to a chat that was on the third screen, and she shouldn't have did that because that screen wasn't really supposed to be there. And then she accidentally replied to it, and then got you could tell she was tweaking too. She was tweaking. She was like, oh damn, like you can't write. That kind of was exposure. That got you, and it was just crazy that she really pushed this as a narrative as if she wasn't cheating, and and again, live stream button movements, but that's what it was, man. Now, how was she able to see it? Is because when you use blindfolds like the one that she was using, you can actually see under the blindfold. It's kind of like glasses and stuff like that. I know y'all worn certain shades and certain glasses before, and then you look under and then you could see under it. And in the video, what's up, y'all? I see y'all coming in. Laura said OBS sucks so much. CPU, LOL. I know, I like OBS, but yep, that's what must be using though. Man, OBS does suck a lot of CPU. Exclaim said, I saw that video. She is a fraud. LOL. So you seen it. You seen it. See, Exclaim, you don't know what I'm talking about. What up? What up, man? She is a fraud, man. That's messed up, though. To sit there and lie like that, man. That's what got me just so mind blown about this whole ordeal. Because obviously, you're caught. Like, clearly you can see under the blindfold. You can see under it. That's why in the first video where she could see through the blindfold, she was facing more towards the camera or the screen because she actually could see. But this one, she couldn't fully see, but she could see under. So instead, she sat herself up higher so where she could look downward and still be able to see. And then she had a whole hidden monitor. She got other people so concerned about the two screens, the two monitors in your face, covering them up, but the whole time it's a whole third monitor sitting over here where she can actually see everything that she's playing. Excellent. Said those dislike numbers don't lie. She knew she did something wrong. I agree, man. I think that's why she ain't make no streams or nothing after that. On her Twitch, she ain't made nothing like over a week, and I think that's because she kind of knew something was up. Like, because man, when you get certain people on you and they acting like they want to do something, you might want to get ready because they might just go ahead and get whatever information they need to let people know what's really going on. And honestly, I got to give Karl, Jobst, man, and the rest of them, I got to give them props, man, because I know it takes time, and then it's just wild to see how many people believed it and really thought that it was real when the whole time it was never real. It was never real. It's like, yeah, she beat that boss over 4,000 times, yeah, but that don't mean she could do it blindfolded, though. And it's sad that so many people believed her and really looked up to her like she would never do that. That's what's the most saddening part to me. And then to come back and do it again and try to add more into it. Like I said, yes, you got your hand cam. Yes, you have all this stuff going on, but obviously something is not right here. Something, and we done seen speedrunners do this in the past. That's why I think Karl in the first video, he was showing us that one guy, the Mario runner, who was fake blind folding Super Mario 64 runs. He was doing the same thing. He could sit there and act like he couldn't see, but he really could see. And then he would purposely make mistakes and purposely do things to make you think that, oh, he can't see. But the whole time he can see. So he's doing these mistakes on purpose, but then he will quickly recover. Quickly recover. And that's exactly what the Queen was doing. That's what she was doing. She was purposely making certain mistakes on purpose. So you would think, okay, this ain't good enough to be like she's seeing. Like, but then all of a sudden magically she recovers, or at least eventually gets it done. Like, wouldn't it have been way more crazier if she was like, okay, I'm gonna prove that y'all guys wrong, that I did this speed run and I really did it, and then that whole night she never beat him. Like, now that kind of would have been more believable. Then all of a sudden that whole night she just never beat him and never won. Nope, she beat him. She beat him. Exlenio said a lot of them speed runners be doing shady stuff. That's why I stopped watching them. I know, right? Because so many of them want to just get number one, right? So many people want to be number one and want to be seen as number one. But in order to be that way, you have to put the time and the effort into it. In order to be the best, you got to put the work in to be the best. You could be the best, but you got to put it all in. You got to go all in to be the best. There's not many shortcuts, not really. And that's why a lot of people were upset about this too, because they were upset in the fact that she got so much props and she got so much recognition from this, This, like I said, a very big YouTuber on here put her video up and talked about her video. So that got her a lot right there, just for this dude talking about her stuff. And a lot of people are upset because there's so many people out here that put hours and hours and hours and days and months and years into the grind of a speed run, just to sometimes shave off seconds. Sometimes not even that, frames. This is why so many people are upset. Like, do you know how many people then spent years of their life just to cut a few frames off of something? Like games like Mike Tyson Punch-Out, games like the original Mario Brothers, and so on and so forth. And it upsetted these people to see her get all of this clout, all of this attention, and all this recognition, and you wasn't even telling the truth. Now, if she was telling the truth, it would have been way more cooler, but that is not what happened. Laura SOS says, that's like getting a 500-meter across map axe throw on COD. No flag markers, blindfolded. Always use the flag markers for hit. Okay, I feel you. See, I don't play, it's been a while. So I was looking at the older ones today, which is kind of funny. I actually were looking at the old Call of Duty games, because I actually have some of the older ones. But no, I feel you though, Laura. So I feel what you're saying. It's like, how can you do that? Like, that's hard enough to do when you can see. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's so crazy. Just like that dragon. Just like the dragon she beat. A lot of people to this day cannot beat that dragon. To this day. Like, yeah, if you got some practice and stuff, eventually you'll probably beat it. But it's definitely probably a good amount of people who done lost, at least on their first try, to this boss. So imagine trying to beat it without seeing. And you know me, I love games like Elden Ring. Shit, I got hours and hours into a game like Elden Ring. So I like to see games like that with big creatures and techniques and weapons and magic. I kind of like to see games like that. And when I was looking at this game, again, I've never played the game, but just by looking at it, I can tell like, something isn't right, because that dragon just, its attacks is too crazy. It's big as hell. It got some very crazy, wide, quick hitting attacks, lightning attacks, a huge variety of attacks. It's not a simple boss. Simple bosses, sometimes you could be a little bit more know the pattern, but this boss seemed like it was just doing whatever the hell it wanted when it wanted, damn near. That's what it kind of seemed like to me. Oh. How you say you don't have to feel a sense either, LOL, just sound, all right? I mean, she really tried to say, though, she really tried to say that the reason how she was able to do it blindfolded was because of the sound. That's the reason why she did it. She was like, oh, well, I can just hear where it's coming from. Like, do you know how difficult and challenging that is to do, especially the way she made it look? And she's basically trying to tell us and make us believe that all she got to do is just hear this big giant dragon. That's all she has to do is just hear it, and then magically she know exactly where it's at, how far she is from it, where its weak points are, when to attack, when to dodge. So she just knows all of this magically without being able to see. That's wild. That's wild. MK said it's a lot of trash games coming out lately. Oh man, what's coming out, man? Let me know what y'all. I'm trying to think. It was some stuff I've been wanting lately, but me, I be definitely looking tough nowadays when it comes to new stuff coming out. Straight up, I don't know why they ain't show that emoji. You said she low key an assassin. She is out here doing it. She fooled a lot of people. She fooled a lot of people. It was a lot of people who was sitting there fighting for her, standing up for her, saying that she would never do this. It was so many people running around attacking other people just because they would come in there and ask her a simple question. She was in there blocking people. She was blocking folks left and right just because someone come in and just ask you a simple question about your setup and what you're doing. If that isn't a red flag, I don't know. Like, if you knew you told the truth and you know you did something right, you shouldn't be so offended if somebody asks you, especially if they ask you something that can help prove if you're actually telling the truth or not. It shouldn't be so offensive because you know that once you do it, it's just going to prove you right. Right? When you get offensive or when you start blocking folks and then trying to silence people, that's automatically kind of a red flag that you hiding something. Mm-hmm. Mysteriously Kind said the Suicide Squad game and Skull and Bones. Well, I haven't seen that one yet. I think I've seen a little bit of Suicide Squad. Skull and Bones, I have not seen that yet. I probably will see it soon because I've been catching up with a lot of my gaming content and a lot of my gamers I like to watch. I've been catching up with a lot of them lately. So I know probably one of them going to talk about it. The Black Assassin. Oh my goodness. I'll remember that emoji. That emoji was funny right there. Damn, how do you get that one? With the little hand and shit. He like, no, stop. He stop. Get back. So yeah. Now the real question is, what's she gonna do next? What is she gonna do next? I mean, after seeing what I seen and learning what I learned from this whole ordeal, because at the end of the day, my opinion is she cheated. She definitely cheated this speed run. And I do feel like the people who put the information out are correct. I do believe she had a third screen and she could see up under the blindfold. I definitely believe that. And just the fact that she kept looking at the screen too. Now, I mean, she just kept, her eyes kept looking over there. Like if nothing was over there, you wouldn't really be looking over there. The fact you keep looking over there is letting people know something is there. And then you're so quick to cover up the two screens that you ain't using, but then got a whole nother screen. Yeah, man, it's too much evidence, man. It's too much evidence out there to really deny this one. And what do I think she's gonna do next, or what do I think is gonna happen next, based off what I've seen? I mean, she probably gonna do one or two things. She gonna probably come out with an apology and be like, oh, guys, I'm sorry, and this and that. And then maybe she might move on to better stuff. Maybe, or just give up. So that might be happening. It might be an apology coming soon. Or you never know. Or she might triple down. It's definitely a possibility. She already acting like she already saying that the information is the truth. So it's a strong possibility she will come back and triple down. And she will come up with some 1,000 excuses of how the so-called run was real. She might come up with some other stuff and say somebody else had proof and all of this. You never know. She might come back and do a third one, which will really trip my mind out. If she come back and do a third one and try to figure out another way to prove that she's not doing it, I'm going to be like, man, I'm just going to be in my mind like, man, I'm just going to be sitting here shaking my head like, oh my God, some people just don't know when to quit. Some people just don't know when to quit. Look, it's always better to tell the truth. Always. It's always better to tell the truth. Straight up, And it's just a little saddening to see. I know a lot of people are disappointed in this because I know a lot of people believed in her and thought she did it. I know it's kind of disappointing, but hey, this how it is in these speed running streets and these YouTube streets. So you never know who's watching and who might catch and really figure out what you're doing. That's why I always say is that don't I say that a lot of times? I always say that's one of the main reasons why it's not good to lie, because eventually you're gonna run across somebody who's gonna figure you out and know that what you're doing, and you ain't even got to say nothing to them, and they gonna know what you're doing because your actions speak louder than your words. What you do triumphs everything you say. And if they don't co-align, and if they don't match up, and if they don't co-align, people are going to get suspicious. And people might just look at you kind of sus, Laura SOS said, I think she's going to try to prove she did it again or distract with a different one. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that as well. I think she probably going to do that again. If she do, I might make another stream or a video and talk about it if she do, because now it's kind of like she kind of got to do something, right? At this point, she got to do something. She got to say something. I don't know if it's going to be tonight. She might do something tomorrow or something, or maybe later in the month. But at this point, you got to say something, because if you don't say nothing, that's going to make you look bad too. If you just don't come out and make some type of video or some type of stream to let people know what you think, that's going to definitely have people looking like, at her, But she could definitely do that. She definitely has a strong chance of coming back out here, and it'll be something different. It'll be another plot. Y'all done ran across so many of the plots. People talked about aimbots. People talked about somebody playing for her. Shit, you never know. Next thing you know, somebody could be mic'd up, right? Next thing you know, she's mic'd up and somebody's telling her the moves or something. You never know. But one thing I do know is if she do, they'll be watching. We done seen many speedrunners get caught, just like that 64 dude that Karl was showing. Just like him, he sat there pretending that he was playing Mario 64 for real and acting like he couldn't see while going through some of the most hardest parts. And y'all know Mario 64 is a challenging ass game, especially on that damn controller. That shit is challenging. Some of them parts take a lot of very good, well-placed movement. And you telling me you doing this blindfold, but you making it look that easy? Like, nah, dude. They caught that guy. That dude thought he really had people fooled. That damn Mario 64 cheater. He was a funny one. He should always be remembered. Like, people like him is how we got to where we are now with people like her. Now we're dealing with people like her who want to live stream it and show it on and show hand cam and show actions, when in reality those showing the actions is what kind of got her caught up too. She tried to be sneaky with it though. She tried to be sneaky with it, but everything still speaks for itself. Everything that she was still doing was being seen and shown. She just tried to be slick, which a lot of people will do. A lot of people will try to be slick, you know. So I think it's a good thing though that people can put the time and the effort in to let people know, because that they're, you know, you don't want people ruining communities. When you got cheaters in communities, you're ruining the community. You know, this is like any community. When you got people in the community not doing what everybody else is doing was right, it could just destroy the whole thing. You know, a lot of communities have gotten hurt because of people being found out to be cheaters, and this is in all types of different games, from Minecraft to all types of shit. But Mario is definitely one of the more popular ones. Laura SOS said, man, back in our day, we had to figure out cheats with no cheat codes. Up, left, right, left, A, B. I mean, games were so much funner back then when you had the cheat codes too. You could play the game how you want. Nowadays, it's not really like that, right? Nowadays, they want you to buy every damn thing. But back in the day, that was one of the most funnest part about video games, was knowing how to play it and what you do, and then breaking out that game genie or breaking out that code book and then doing all the crazy stuff that you know you really shouldn't be doing, but then you start doing it because it's so damn fun. We all know one of the most important games we used to do that in was Grand Theft Auto. That was one of the main games that you just had to have cheats in if you really wanted to have some fun. But we know that's a fun game regardless though. Shit, I like them all pretty much. Shit, even Chinatown Wars, I liked it. But all right, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this live stream. Just wanted to make this for anybody who wanted to come out here and maybe hear someone else other opinion. You know, I'm not a part of this community, but I definitely seen a lot and watched a lot in it, you know. But hey, maybe it's good to get another opinion, you know. And it's a good thing that the information came out and that she got exposed for cheating, because again, you know, if we gonna give any type of attention to people, let's give it to the ones who actually did play it for real and actually was blindfolded for real and actually did put the time and effort to learn how to play the game blindfolded. What up, Cracker D? What's up, bro? Hey, man, you always sliding in when I'm about to end my stuff. This happened last time. I was about to end the stream and then you slid in all late. I think it was that you who tried to join that one stream I did the other day, and the same thing happened. I was just about to end it, and then I seen somebody jump in towards the end. Was that you? I think that was you. You said, I know, bro. Was that you? I don't know who that was. Let me know if that was you. But again, I hope y'all enjoyed this whole, you know, my version of this and my opinion on what went on and just letting people know what happened. You never know. I might talk about other random people or other things and from whichever community. And if she does a follow-up, if y'all interested, I'll give y'all the follow-up or what she do after this. Because, man, oh, man, this was definitely an interesting one trying to figure out. It definitely was. So everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, this stream. Please like, comment, subscribe if you have not. I'll probably be back to do more of this, plus the other things I do. And yeah, any, you know, support, hit the cash out, definitely be appreciated to work towards the channel. And so it was you. He said it was Gargady. I had a feeling now it was you. I was like, was that him? That was like at the end. I seen you jump into the stream yard. Damn, I missed you. Well, maybe next time we can get you on, and next time we can talk about some stuff. Cracker D, we could talk about some things. But all right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. This has been fun. Peace out, y'all. Take care.